Are you always running out of storage? You probably are, yeah you are. A NAS could be what you need. You can make your own for not free, but probably not a lot. NAS stands for Network Attached Storage, and it's basically just a computer with a bunch of hard drives connected to your network, so plugged into your router, which means that you can access it from any device connected to your network, or you can even set up remote access so you can access it from your phone, laptop, anywhere you are. It takes a certain amount of time to set it up. There's gonna be some trial and error, but once you get it done, it's very convenient. It's basically your own Google Drive, and trust me, it's easy. I don't do anything difficult in life. That's why my hobby is PC building. Water-cooled PC with glass tubing, easy. Just cut the tubes and plug them where they need to go. That's why I play Robustis instead of CSGO or Valorant, because it's easier. Well, another reason I don't play Valorant is I don't really do dating apps. You can either buy a NAS or make your own. I can't help you with these because I never had one. I just made my own. So you need a computer. Any old PC, it doesn't need to be a military aircraft, as long as you can connect hard drives and at least 2 SSDs to it. For me, I just used my old gaming PC. You're gonna need a NAS operating system. I chose Unraid. Unraid needs to be installed on a USB stick. So far, you're gonna have to pay for maybe the USB stick, Unraid itself, and whatever hard drives or SSDs you want to put in there. You can literally use any hard drives you have lying around. We're on TikTok here, so I can't give you a step-by-step. It will need to be long form videos, and I don't make those yet. But you can follow their tutorials. But you can follow the tutorials from Unraid directly. But first, one thing that they don't tell you is you need to go to your motherboard's BIOS and disable any form of automatic overclocking. Asus multi-core enhancement, XMP, DOCP, Expo, none of that. So once you finish the setup, if you follow the Unraid tutorials, your NAS should be on your network. Once it is booted on Unraid, you literally don't need to touch it anymore. You can manage it from going to its IP on any device on that network. You log in using the root account, which you probably made a password for at some point, but you're gonna need to create yourself a user account because that's what you're going to need to access it in Windows. The array is my HDDs where I put all the stuff, and the pool is where you put SSDs. On mine, I have anything that I want to be in an SSD, the Docker, the apps, all that stuff. Then you can create shares, which are basically your folders, and you can choose if you want a share to be on the SSD pool or the HDD array. If you click on any share, you can choose to export it, and that's what's going to be necessary for it to appear in Windows. But you also need to go to the Unraid settings and enable SMB. Now I go to Windows under Network and I find my NAS in there. I log into it with the other user account that we created, and here we see all the shares. You right click on any share and you go to Map Network Drive. You give it a letter. There you go. The only thing to keep in mind with your array is I think it is best practice to put the biggest HDD as your parity drive. If one of your HDDs fails, parity drive is gonna take care of it and fix everything. You can have up to 2 parity drives, so parity.